Good afternoon. Let's give you a quick walk around of your new car you're picking up tomorrow, just to save a bit more of the contact tomorrow. It is just about to go through for a valet and a decontamination. Show you some of the controls that I didn't get to show you on your test drive. Start with the passenger side before I go around to the drivers. As you can see, all manual seats, as you saw the other day. In the glove box, you've got your book pack, the service book I've got inside, it's getting stamped. Here is the air freshener I was telling you about. That just pops out if you wanted to change it or not, and then to turn the airbag passenger side on and off. Bonnet release is also down here. Now to the boot. This is your boot tray. To drop the rear seats, it's this one here. That will flatten that side. And then drop the right side, it's this one here, and they'll flatten. Underneath here, you've got your space saver wheel. This does come out completely. If you push it up, it rests there quite nicely. And you can put it in a lower level as well. Inside here, you've got your locking wheel nut key, brace, jack, all the bits you need if you do need to change your wheel. The fuel filler cap is a push release. Because it's a petrol, it's just a twist turn. There's no AdBlue there. Now to the driver's seat. Again, it's all manual with electric windows, electric controls for the mirrors. This side, you've got the locks for the car to stop the children getting out the back. This slot here is for either parking tickets, cards, that's what they use that for, and to turn your alarm off inside if you are ever on tow or leave a pet in the car, that's how you do so. To adjust the steering wheel, underneath there is a bar. Let me see if I can show you. There, you pull it down and the steering wheel comes back, forward, up and down. You know how to start already, so it's key and foot on the clutch. As you've seen, it's got the electric handbrake, it's got the 6 gears, and reverse is just behind. You've got the sport button as well. What that does is that doesn't do anything with the suspension. What that will do is give you more accelerations per gear, and it's a quicker throttle response. Now on to the middle display. Underneath here, we've got the wireless charge plate, which lights up when your phone's in there. And underneath there is a USB port as well for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So your music screen, DAB radio station is set as normal. To change these, if you go to list, for example, radio 1, hold in, and that changes your presets. If you scroll along, you can have 15 different ones. And if you want to change the band, it's just one touch, goes through AM and FM. Sources, that'll change to radio, USB if you can see that, iPod, video and Bluetooth. So as soon as your phone's connected with Bluetooth, you get the option for music, as long as you allow it. And then the next toggle down, if I go to the top left, I know we did touch on this, and that brings the boost, the ambience lighting and the different driver modes. At the moment it's on relax. On the settings, so you've got the light intensity, and it will show you on the picture of it going brighter and darker. Best time to work that out would be at night, so you can actually see the difference inside the car. For your music, you can change it by user. I'll leave it all as normal for now. And you've got the dynamic or sport mode. So when you go straight to different user, it will change it around for you. I'll leave it in dynamic. And again, fragrance, if you do change it, you've got 3 different types, and then you've got high to low. The same happens with boost. So if we go yes, one of the differences, it brings up sport and the dials go red. And then if you go into settings, Again, it's all the same. Instead of dynamic, it's in sport. But that's all preference to yourself. As you can see, all the lighting's changed to red. On settings on the screen, this changes your audio settings, or just turn off the screen if you don't want it on at night. And you can set the different profiles for the audio settings and different options there. This is where you change the language, time and date, instrument panel. So this is where you change the custom. So you can have navigation on there, temperature, the driving aids, whether you want it empty. I'll let you have a play around with that, but that will change the iCockpit there. I won't go into the system settings because I'm not going to play around with that because they're all sort of factory set. When I go on to climate control, at the moment it's all off, but as you've seen and you probably did play around with, it's got the different options. It's all push screen. Turn it back off. That's how you change where you want it pointing. It will light up, and it's dual climate control there. Go on options. It's got soft, normal, or fast. When you click the auto mode, I'll leave it on soft for now. Air quality system, and then the mono. The navigation settings comes up like this. It's a TomTom sat nav. You can go for TomTom live connected services. I believe it's £69 a year last time I checked, but that'd be something you can do on the Peugeot website itself. You don't have to go into dealer, but if you want to, you can. That will give you live updates for traffic, map, road sign speed, and parking spaces, fuel stations, and their prices. It's quite an interactive sat nav they do offer. Depends how much you use it. Depends how much you sort of see the advantage of paying for it. But either way, you get the sat nav anyway, and it's last updated. I'll be clearing this, but you then put the postcode in. So let's do this. If I remember correctly. Just put R1 in where we're at now. So let's come up here. So you can choose intersection, and it's the street name's fine. But if that's enough, you go OK. Yes, OK. Gives you the sat nav. Down the right hand side, it'll tell you the distance to your destination and what time you arrive. It will also, if you do connect to the connected services, it will give you any points along the way of any traffic updates, any collisions, anything like that. And if you want to, if you go to menu, this is where you can enter destination. If you don't want to go on search, you can stop the guidance as it is. If we go back to menu, you can go to guidance criteria, say fast, short, and so on, toll roads or not. I'll leave them as they are. I'll go on it once we've done this and clear the destinations. That's your sat nav. If you go on to the car one, that will bring up automatic headlight dipping. So if a car's coming your way, helping with changing lane. So that's with the blind spot warning. Stop start, that's always on. You have to manually go in and turn it off every time if you don't want it to engage stop start every time you stop. Parking sensors, we'll leave them on. Blind spot sensors, also leave them on. And traction control, again, on. What I will do is when I get out, I'll show you where the blind spot warning sensor is in the mirror if you didn't already notice on your test drive. Vehicle settings, again, your headlights. Guide me home lights, welcome lights, and directional headlamps. So the guide me home lights is when you, for example, dark night, you get out of the car once you arrive home or anywhere else. When you lock the car, the lights stay on for a set amount of seconds. It just keeps the place lit up, so bit of a safety feature. Same with welcome lights. So when you unlock the car, whether it be in a car park, at home, it will light up the lights, so that way again it's a safe area, you can see what's around you. Directional headlamps, what that'll do is when you go around a corner below 30 miles an hour, it will point round, so left or right. Helps with country lanes mainly, helps you guide around the corner. I'll leave them all on for now. You'll be able to go back and play around with them. Comfort is rear wiper on in reverse, so that's self-explanatory. Mirror adaptation in reverse. So your side mirrors, your wing mirrors, they will dip both sides. You probably noticed in reverse. So I'll do it now for you. So if I put the car into reverse, as you can see, the mirrors are dipping, and then you take it out of reverse, they go back to normal. That helps you see what's behind you, save you scuffing the alloys. And while we're on it, the rear camera comes on in reverse, and as soon as you start moving, it will build up the 360 camera as well, so you can see how you've lined up in a space. The reverse sensors automatically come on when you do put it in reverse, along with the camera. So it'll come out of that. Mood lighting on. This is to do with like the other settings, so they're all under here, and in the footwells and in the cup holders, and under here. So I'll come back out of that now. I won't play around any safety settings. So if you go to phone connection, so you've got Bluetooth there. So it's a Bluetooth search, connect phone. Again, I'll delete all these, but then yours will be saved. You can save yours on there if you go to search, and it's pretty simple step-by-step guide to pair. And then if you go on to the next one, which looks like the 4 boxes, this is where you access your CarPlay or Android Auto. So with the CarPlay for Apple phones, you just need to connect your phone by the USB underneath. You don't need to download an app, you just need to accept it on your phone, and this icon will open, and you can click through that and use Google Maps, Apple Maps, Spotify, WhatsApp, and use your phone. Android Auto works very similar. Only difference is it's a free app to download on Play Store. Again, accept it, and this will light up when it's plugged in. Go to car apps, scented air freshener, and iCockpit, but that's the same as the settings I went into before on the driver feature. Underneath, you've got your rear screen and front screen and your circulation. This also does the locks. Volume up and down, and to turn it off completely is pushing it in. I'll keep that down. A couple more bits. So on the left stalk, you'll see you've got auto lights. I'll leave them on auto, and then front fogs are in the middle and back for that. You've got your cruise control, so you click down for cruise control, up for limit, and then it's simple, press it into set, either one you're looking to do, and you'll see on the middle, if you go cruise, that will pop up until you set it, and then limiter exactly the same. Behind here, you've got 2 buttons, up and down. That will adjust the speeds that you want to do as you're driving instead of using your accelerator. And then to cancel, either press in again or simply twist it back into the middle, and it will clear it off the screen and it'll take it off cruise control. This side, you've got your auto wipers. So at the moment, that pushing it down activates it, push it down again deactivates it, or you can push it up for manual. Twist on the rear, twist on the end for the rear, and then as we did go through before, if you push the end of the stalk, it does bring up your current fuel consumption and miles per gallon and how long you've been driving for. It goes through your trip information. Let that do that. If you hold it in while you're on that, hold the button in, it clears it. I'll do it again to this one. So it's all set, ready for you to take over, and I'll leave it on current information. On the steering wheel itself, you get voice recognition. So if I click that.
To begin, say a command after the tone. I'm having trouble getting that. Please try again. Sorry, I'm having trouble getting that.
What you was going to say was you say cancel and it cancels it out if you don't want to say the command, but you can ask it to call someone, text, change the radio station. You'll see the commands when you start going along. It might be just as easy to click through them, but that's what that button there does. This one scrolls through the iCockpit. Turn it that way for you. So it goes to navigation, which I know we went through. You can either push the button in, or you can let it do it itself. It takes a couple of seconds. With the sat nav set, I'll do that now for you. If I set somewhere on the sat nav, you'll see how it comes up. There you go. So it lights up, very similar to the middle screen. You got your destination, how far away it is. The plus side is at the moment it's on the middle screen. When you do that, you can come away from that. You can go and do what you like on this screen, but it leaves the sat nav up there, so you never miss out on the sat nav. You do have to cancel it through the main screen though if you do it. So that's cancelled. Your next one would be driving. So when you've got lane, so when you change over your lane, it will give you an alert if you cross the lane without indicating. So when it picks up the lanes, so 2 lines either side, they will light up. Navigation, you've got personal, which I know we went through. That's when you go back to the main screen and you change it through there. At the moment, see, you can have the sat nav on the left side, or you can have the driving on the right, but that's all changed in there a few minutes ago in the video. You also get the speed there of the roads. It's telling you the parking brake's on and the seatbelt's not in the driver's seat. This side here will tell you that the blind spot warning's on and the fuel left in the tank is there. You've got the mileage, how many miles you've done, and you've got the engine temperature. If we change again, just by rolling it, you go to minimal, which will just leave the digital dial, so it'll just show you the speed you're going. And then if you go again, you can go back to the dials, which are your standard dials. It's all preference really. And then back to the steering wheel, you get the volume controls. You got the list. This will bring up the radio list. You got the source, so that will change through the media settings if you want to listen to USB, auxiliary, or radio. And you've got the answer button there for your phone. This toggle also changes the radio stations. I believe that is, I'd say quick guide, but a guide to your car. Up here, I know we did go through this. You've got your SOS button. Hold it in for 3 seconds if you do need emergency services, or if the airbags do go off, you will get, it will page through. And this side is for breakdowns. So if you were to break down, this is Peugeot Assist, and you've got your different lights there. And you've got your rear lights at the back as well, which you can change. Inside here, you've already seen. You've got a large space down there. I believe that's everything for you. I'll show you in the mirror the blind spot warning. Other than that, I think we covered all bases. Any questions though, please just let me know. I'm more than happy to help. Your blind spot warning is just in the mirror in the top right corner, as you can see. That little circle underneath will light up amber when there's someone in either one of your sides. If you try to leave the lane and someone is there, it'll flash at you and beep at you as well. So it's quite a good warning system. As you'll see, you've got the full LED technology on the lights, so you'll be able to see in the dark very well, and your front and rear sensors. I believe that's everything. I'll see you tomorrow morning.